Hello, everybody. Hi, Lusani. Hey, Louisa. Hey, Kuda.
Hi, hi.
How are you?
Hi, hi. Hello, everyone.
Nice to see you. Can you guys switch on your camera so I can say hello quickly? Kuda, I've been waiting for you so long, so many weeks, eh, that you said you'd come. You're on mute, eh? You're on mute, so just
Uh,
unmute yourself so I can see you. How's it
apologies,
going?
apologies. Good to be back. Yeah, I've been inconsistent.
Oh, yeah. What's happening on your side?
Uh, work. It's crazy this side, but definitely going to be more consistent, I think.
Have you been traveling?
No, I've just been in the grinder, should I say. It's just a heavy schedule. Yeah, my
Okay.
days usually end around 7, 8, so I
Yeah.
always kind of miss the lesson. But yeah, glad to be
Okay.
back.
All right. No, good. Yeah, it's good to have you on the call. Hi, Brenda. I saw you briefly appearing there. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Vusani, I saw you also saying hello. Oh, okay. Are you sitting in the dark there? Have you got load shedding, Vusani? You're on mute, by the way.
Okay, I'm saying sorry. Yes, I'm in the car driving home, so
Oh,
it's just
okay.
out. But otherwise, I'm joining you guys.
All right. Yeah.
Everything is good in Dar es Salaam. We don't have load shedding in Dar es Salaam, by the way.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're not from here, right? You're not from South.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
I'm from Tanzania.
it's a unique problem that we have here in South Africa.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. It's a big problem.
Yeah, well, good to have you on the call. Hi, Louisa. You're on.
Hi, sorry. All
How are
good.
you?
Sorry, just a bit sinusy and that kind of stuff. I think that time of the year.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we've given enough people enough time to sort of join us. If you can keep your cameras on, that'll be cool, so I can see who I'm talking to. Otherwise, yeah, just wanted to sort of we'll get started here in a second. Said hello to everybody, and yeah, maybe just we'll start with a couple of things, just what's happening in the news with AI, and that sort of stuff, and then some cool functionalities and tools and stuff that is making headlines in AI these days. So let me just get my share my screen with you quickly. I'm gonna right. I hope you guys are seeing the correct screen. I've got a couple of screens going here, but now I've lost the picture. Okay, can you guys see my PowerPoint? Just for some reason I don't have my Zoom picture anymore, or my Zoom camera anymore. I wonder why. Let me just stop sharing. Could you guys, when I was sharing, could you see my PowerPoint? Oh, okay, good. For some reason, the picture disappears, or the Zoom cameras disappear when I do that. Okay, let's try again. Screen one. Cool. No, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Stop sharing. Share screen. Try again. Try this one. There we go. Now you should be able to see my screen here. Yeah, so just in terms of what's been happening in AI lately, I've got a couple of things. I'm just going to sort of minimize this a little bit to make it a bit bigger. It's Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses just got a lot smarter, they say. I don't know if you guys have seen these cool Ray-Ban glasses, because we talk about a lot of the AI stuff just basically coming through chatbots and things like that. Now it's actually the wearables are starting to have it, and it's not those big 3D or virtual reality glasses. It's actually getting quite funky with their Ray-Ban tools. So I'm just quickly going to play this video. You'll see some of the functionality that they say these tools have got. Just play this here. Oh.
Hey Meta, play some music.
Hey Meta, look and translate this.
Just checking on you. Hurry back when you can.
Oh, look who is here. Hey Meta, take a video.
Hey Meta, tell me a good bit.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff, as you can see that Meta is coming up with these Ray-Bans and stuff. So I think that is pretty cool, bringing AI into the real world. And we'll see where that's going to take us in the future. And then Elon Musk is about to raise $6 billion from Sequoia and some other investors as well. It seems like Elon Musk is able to kind of raise money just by dropping his name into a conversation. And this is for XAI that is actually that he's developing with his AI tool called Grok. So he's raising more money, so they should always be in the game in the future with AI. Apple has restarted talks with OpenAI about AI features in iPhones. So that's quite interesting. Again, you saw the Ray-Bans, and then iPhones is also going to have some AI functionality in the future. And that is, even in conjunction with OpenAI. But I think Apple is talking to several of these AI companies in terms of what they're going to be doing and, and what they want to incorporate into their phones. It's kind of something that iPhones has done in the past, where they've used other people's technology and just built it into their phones. And then HubSpot has also dropped a lot of AI updates. I think that's happening a lot with, a lot of the companies or SaaS software or tools that we've been using. Like this is a CRM tool that people are incorporating AI into the tools. We know that even, stuff like Canva, and they all have some AI functionality in them. And then Microsoft and Coca-Cola announced a 5-year partnership to accelerate AI. So I think Coca-Cola was one of the first companies to jump in with AI, with OpenAI in the beginning. Now they're partnering with Microsoft and to see where they're taking their AI partnership. And then they're talking about AI deepfakes that is threatening to upend global elections. And we know there's so many elections around the world this year. Obviously, the big American one that's going to affect everybody. And deepfakes is also already playing a big role in the world, and people creating some fake videos and fake audio and stuff like that. So that's going to be interesting to see where that goes. And then a new research dives deeper into the economic impact of generative AI. There's some very cool stuff coming out, and to see how AI is going to impact the world's economy in a positive way, but also in a negative way, where things where AI might affect certain companies, or certain companies might lay off a lot of people, and people might lose their jobs and things like that. And then in the world of entertainment, Drake takes down a track. He released a track using the rapper Tupac's voice that he deepfaked into one of his own songs. And then because of pressure, he decided to to release to drop that song. So I'm just going to stop sharing because it's quite frustrating. I can't see everybody on the screen. Maybe if I do this, we'll see if that works a little bit better. All right. So I don't know if anybody else has got some news to share around the AI world that maybe I've missed, that you've heard, some rumors or some Skinner that's going out and in the AI world.
Kutsin?
Yeah.
I went to a Samsung kind of opening.
Wow.
And it was that was very cool. Yeah, it's out in Design Quarter. And they showed exactly how AI is going to take the world in terms of obviously technology, but also the household. And I couldn't believe, I mean, he would tell the washing machine to wash the clothes and it'll know what weight it is and how dirty it is. It was amazing. I was taken back. Wow.
So this is not just Samsung phones. This is also the household appliances and all that sort of stuff. That's
correct.
So this is, what do they call it? Internet of Things.
Yes.
And then they get AI built into it. Yeah, that's fascinating.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, thanks for that, Louisa. So yeah, well, let me carry on here. I've got some interesting things to share with you. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't noticed in your Google Chrome browser, if you type the @ in the search bar at the top, you'll see some functionality popping up, and one of it is called Chat with Gemini. So obviously, Gemini being a Google product or a Google chatbot, that you will now be able to use it straight from there. Well, let's just access it from here. You could still type in the Gemini URL and still get there, but it's just that everybody's making it so that it's actually easy to access and to use these tools in a very quick and easy way. So the Chat with Gemini functionality is there, and it's actually, Gemini is quite a good chatbot, so it's worthwhile playing. But I think the big news about it is the fact that most of the world is using the Chrome browser, and now Gemini is going to be very easy to access from the Chrome browser. So it's just another shots fired in the AI world. What I wanted to do today is just show to a lot of people, people don't think about who's using AI, and we talk about getting ROI from AI. This is actually a case study that OpenAI released recently, and it's Moderna that created 750 GPTs. And with that, dramatically boost AI adoption in the company. So we spoke about creating GPTs in ChatGPT. It says Moderna appears to be all in on AI transformation. In the case study, Moderna CEO says, "We believe profoundly at Moderna that ChatGPT and what OpenAI is doing is going to change the world. We're looking at every business process from legal to research to manufacturing to commercial, and thinking about how to redesign them with AI." So to do that, the company has rolled out ChatGPT to thousands of employees, company-wide, worldwide. The company's goal was for these employees to achieve 100% adoption and proficiency in generative AI. And within 2 months, ChatGPT adoption, they achieved, employees created 750 GPTs across the company, and 40% of all weekly active users created their own GPTs within the company. And each user had on average used 120 conversations with ChatGPT per week. So for Moderna, is a good example of one of these companies that's going all in with AI. Another one is Asana, who deploys AI across all the major company functions. The company is building chatbots for everything from feedback to reviews to sales to customer experience, according to the CEO, Dustin Moskovitz. To do that, the company started empowering from SDR, I think that's sales deployment, sales type of people, to product marketers, to HR, to identify high-value cases for AI. Internally, reactions to AI range from exhilaration to skepticism. This is the same as everywhere else in the world. We knew we needed to build literacy and hands-on experience for everybody. So we launched an internal AI community and immersive workshops, encouraging all employees to tinker with the technology. We stood up Slack channels like AI adventures and explorations, and we started evangelizing the power through new internal use cases and stories of our personal breakthroughs at company, all hands and in team meetings. So they are saying, their CEO is saying, our people team built bots for feedback, manager reviews, and self-reflection. Sales customer experience worked on an outbound bot, and Asana product experts and call prep bot. Engineering experimented with API scriptwriter, while marketing is built and a content creator and a company brief bot that was on message and briefed the company. So yeah, I think it's very interesting how these big companies are deploying AI for their businesses. And so I think what this illustrates is that with each day that passes, each advancement in AI language and vision technology is becoming more apparent. That will be three types of business in every industry: AI native, AI emergent, and obsolete. So the companies that go in saying, we believe this is going to transform our workforce, our strategies and technology stack, and approach it as such. They're going to put the right resources, build the right infrastructure, and put the right governance in place. So that companies will probably win, and it's going to come from the C-suite. So as what I've been saying a lot, on this group as well, is that it's got to be driven from the top down in the company if people are gonna succeed with AI. So yeah, I just think that is quite interesting. I don't know if any one of you wants to just comment on that, or give us some insight maybe in terms of your companies, where you're implementing, or in your company, whether that it is driven from the C-suite down, or is it just something that you are doing in your personal capacity? Busani, I don't know if that's something you're doing at your company, or Brenda, Huda, Louisa.
Yeah, for us, we recently integrated an AI chatbot to our platform. Obviously, it's got limited use in terms of the amount of interactions that it can handle over a certain period of time. I think we've got like a monthly bandwidth in terms of the amount of interactions we can handle. But in terms of the training, most of the training was done from data sourced directly from our website, and then it's also supported by GPT 3.5 as well. So it's actually incredibly well trained. It's surprising it can provide basic medical advice, and yeah, it's actually surprisingly really good.
That's brilliant, man. And remind me again, which company are you working for at the moment?
So this is Green Pill Health. If you visit the website greenpill.co.za, it's a health tech platform. And basically our AI chatbot has been trained on just basic medical advice. Apparently it's best to train them with textbook knowledge.
Right.
I think they do really well with textbook knowledge, but it literally takes less than a minute to train them up. And then a few interactions thereafter, and it's like it's an amazing assistant.
That's incredible, man. Yeah, no. So you guys are also going all in on AI at your company.
Yeah, well, at the risk of becoming obsolete, I guess we have to.
That's right. Okay, cool. Anybody else that got some experience in their companies, or just rolling stuff out yourself personally? All right. Well, feel free to let us know at any time. I just want to, actually today I want to jump in here. We've spoken about all of these things for those of you who haven't been able to join us, but we've went through all of this in the past few weeks. And today I want to talk about ChatGPT vision and also memory. ChatGPT is rolling out a memory function where it's actually going to be able to remember stuff. So ChatGPT memory, and I think the so what about that is that you're going to be able to personalize your ChatGPT. So this is the message that maybe if you opened up your ChatGPT lately, you got this message that said it now has memory across chats. So keep the conversation going. ChatGPT will carry what it learns between chats, allowing it to provide more relevant responses. It becomes more helpful over time, and you can actually manage what it remembers. And then also within the GPTs that it's going to, within a GPT, it's going to be able to remember the conversations you had. And so I played around with it a little bit. So just a quick sort of guide is you go over to ChatGPT. You need a pro account for this feature. You click on your account name at the bottom, select the settings, personalization, and enable memory. And then you start teaching ChatGPT, and then you manage your memory. So let me quickly show you what that looks like in my ChatGPT. So if you go, as it said, if you go down to the bottom, you click on your name and you say customize GPT. Oops, sorry, not customize, even though that's also got some memories in there. You go to the settings button, and then there should be something called personalization. If you don't have it, then I guess you don't have it, and you'll have to wait for it to be rolled out. So they often roll out these things inconsistent. Some people get it, some people don't. And then if you look at the memory there, says ChatGPT will become more helpful as you chat, picking up on details and preferences. To understand what ChatGPT remembers or teach, just chat with it. You can tell it, remember, I like concise responses. Or tell it, I just got a puppy. What do you remember about me? And so you can switch it on or off over there. And if you actually go out, and if you don't want a specific chat to be included in your memory, you can just switch, or to use your memory, you can just switch it off there, and then that specific chat will just be a temporary chat without any memory in it. So it's quite interesting. So again, if I go to my settings and I go to personalization and I click manage, so these are all the things that just over the last few days that it's remembered about me, and through conversations or specific things that I've told it to remember about myself. So what I've done is, I've told it that. So this is an example of somebody else that says, remember I'm married and I have 2 kids. And then it shows the little memory updated, got it, and it's there. And then you can immediately say, please forget that I'm married and I have 2 kids. And then it will forget or delete that out of your memory. So the functionality, I think what you can do with it then is, before I get to that, another way to load up into your ChatGPT is actually just to take a screenshot of your LinkedIn profile or somewhere where there's information about it, and just tell it to commit this to my memory. And ChatGPT says, well, got it. I've got your professional experience, and it's loaded it up into your memory, and there it shows up into my memory. Let me just kind of show you. So if I go here, it's got my memory built in. I can, for instance, say, give me some career guidance. And now, without telling it anything else beside that, it should access my information and start telling me about that. Okay, that's typical for a live demonstration. Is actually not doing that. Okay, let's say use my memory. Let me just check it. Did I switch off the? It's not a temporary chat. Use my memory and give me career guidance. This was working earlier. Oh, there we go. So it looks like it's kind of seen what I've experienced in the digital world. It suggests that I go into consultancy practice, and it says thought leadership and authorship, giving you a success in authoring books and digital products. Yeah, so it's now pulling successfully from the memory that it's got of me, and it's giving me some ideas of what I should be doing with my career in the future. So that's on a personal level what you can do, but you can obviously do this with your company as well. If you want to sort of start telling it, I run this business, or I'm part of this business, I'm the HR director in this business. You can start building up your memory like that, and give it some information about yourself, and then you will, it'll be able to give you more personalized responses. So here's something else that I found a use case for, which is quite interesting. You can now sort of pre-set up some prompts. So if you say, every time I type the word blog, so I just sort of put the parentheses on the either side, just so that you don't accidentally write blog. I want you to take a text, and the text that I paste, and turn it into a blog post. I need it to be written the 5th grade level, and educational but friendly tone, have H1 and H2 tags, and SEO friendly. And then it goes, yep, I got that. So then you see that it puts that into my memory, and then you can actually go ahead and, let's say you go to YouTube, grab a transcription, and take that over to ChatGPT. You write the word blog, and then you type that into the transcription, or you copy and paste it into there, and it'll write the whole blog with you, with the H1, H2 headlines and everything. So it literally, you don't have to go and explain every time the way you prefer your blogs to be written. So if you could think of a multitude of ways that, or functionality that you use quite often with ChatGPT, this is how you can do that. But remember, you still have this functionality in ChatGPT, which is called customized ChatGPT, where you give it custom instructions. So this is something, what would you like ChatGPT to know about you to provide a better response? And how would you like ChatGPT to respond? So this is, if I go over to my name again here, this is this customized ChatGPT. So this is, I feel like it's almost a duplication, but it's now going to draw from this information as well as that personalization information that it has there. You can switch it on for new chats or whatever. So that's more, it's just more places where you can provide information to ChatGPT about you, and you can to give you sort of some sort of background. But then I thought about there's actually a third way that you can add some information about yourself, or get ChatGPT to know more about you, and that is actually to go and create a GPT of your own. So I went over here on creating a ChatGPT, and I created my own profile, as well as, say, for a business, the AI Education Consultant Collective that I'm working with at the moment. And you can just add some information in there. So if I can show you how I built this GPT, and I'm assuming you guys know a little bit about GPTs by now, this is how I set it up. I said, remember stuff about me, and this is a database of detailed background about me. And then what I've done is I just upload a profile. So for instance, you can go to LinkedIn, and there's a place where you can actually download a PDF version of your LinkedIn profile. I uploaded it here, and some other documents and more information about you that you just put into a PDF file and you upload it in here. Now you've got a sort of an extensive place where all of your information is stored. And by the way, ChatGPT say that in this memory function, as well as in the GPTs, they won't use this information for training the chatbots, and basically they're respecting your privacy in terms of these chatbots. So now what you could do, if you go back to the ChatGPT, is if you're having a conversation like the one I just had with the career guidance and stuff like that, I can, at the bottom here, you can recall, as you know, you can recall any of the GPTs that you've used recently. And there you go. There's all the GPTs that I've used in the past. And my recent one is my profile. And I called that up. So now it's talking to that ChatGPT in the context of the conversation that I just had, which is crazy. So now it knows even more about me than what's sitting in the memory, because it's going to actually access those files that I've uploaded for the GPT, and you can start asking it information about that over here. And of course, you can also, if it's for your company, you just say, it's the AI Education Consultant Collective. You build the GPT the same way. You can, link it to your website, or you can just upload information about your company, and then you can have the ChatGPT with all of this information in its head when you start asking it information. And then, for instance, with a company, you can start asking it to help you write, your website, or help you write posts for your LinkedIn profile, or whatever it is. For your personal one, you can also ask it to write your about section, or to write your headline for you based on all the information that it has about you. So it makes it, to keep up your LinkedIn profile, it makes it really easy to do that. So that's my profile. That's the business one. And then you can use the at signal to call that up. So yeah, I'm interested to hear what you guys think about this new function. Have you guys seen this one before, or have you got any ideas on how we can make use of it? How would you use this? Brenda, have you got any ideas? Or Louisa, what do you think of this memory functionality? Do you like it, or is it is it too scary?
No, I think it's quite. Is it a paid version?
Yeah, it is in the paid version. Yes, this memory.
Okay, so the memory's in the paid version.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is a bit scary, but I mean, I think it's quite cool, because it invents things that maybe we didn't think of. Like if you think you're in a career guidance and how you can expand in your career, I think it's like amazing. I think it's got a lot of legs. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is just kind of some of the sort of ideas that I had in terms of using the memory, but I'm sure people are going to come up with much better ways and much more ways of using this memory functionality. I guess it's like saying, if you want, you want people to help you in your business, is the more you tell them about you, the more they can help you, or the more you tell people about your business, the better they can do. So if you employ an intern in your company, you want to give them as much information about your company as you can, so that they can actually, do a better job at whatever you ask them. Because if you hire an intern and you just tell them nothing, you just say, well, go write us a blog post, they're probably going to write a crappy old blog post that's not really useful. So yeah, I think that's quite.
No, and And as well, you know, because of the whole hybrid situations, you know, you don't get the experienced people sitting in the office anymore. So,
Exactly.
you know, you need to find much more information about what's happening in the company that you can actually feel part of, you know, and then obviously make it your own. So I think it's got a very cool feature.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then I thought I'd just sort of go back to GPT Vision, which came out quite a while ago, but I sort of realized not a lot of people realize how powerful this can be. I mean, there's some simple examples like where somebody uploads this complicated picture, and you tell it, you prompt it by saying it's Wednesday at 4 p.m. Can I park at the spot right now? Tell me in one line. And ChatGPT can actually, through looking at this picture, says, yes, you can park 1 hour starting at 4 p.m. So it figured it out by looking at all of these different signs and could separate what your answer that you want through vision. This is an interesting one to me as well. So it's, you know, they've given it this abstract picture, and ask it, what do you think is the meaning of this image? So it says the meaning, the image portrays a concept of group dynamics and perspectives. So it's not just giving you back what the picture, it doesn't tell you, oh, there's a blue man and a red man and a yellow man, and there's writing that says, I'm glad we all agree. It understands what it is trying to the message that it's portraying. So it says in the first panel, each individual has a different shape in mind, but they seem to think they're on the same page as indicated by the I'm glad we all agree, but they actually don't. In the second panel, what is the actual shape revealed is evident that none of them were thinking the same thing, leading to a moment of realization with the caption, oh. So it carries on like that. I just thought it's remarkable that it understand an abstract concept like that. And then even complex things like this. Somebody uploaded this picture and asked it the ChatGPT's vision to explain it, and it literally went through and explained it sort of line by line and paragraph by paragraph in terms of what this whole thing is. I think this is the Pentagon. It's like integrated defense acquisition, sort of very complicated stuff, and ChatGPT was able to decipher it and actually come up with a solution. I went around and played with this. I went to my local discount and took a picture of the shelf, and I said, make a list of the SKUs and their prices in a table format, and it could literally read off that. Obviously, you need a high quality picture, and it literally gave me the list of the names and the prices of all the items. And then if you go a little bit further, I said, based on the image, I said, what are the subcategories, the categories and subcategories? So it understood that what it was looking at was body washes and shower gels. And then it could break it up into subcategories as well, which I thought was phenomenal. I won't bore you with this whole new slide, but then I said, how can the shelf layout be improved? And it really went into so much depth about how you can set up this shelf in a better way that it was way more than I expected. So this is somebody that's in retail. If you're in retail, you know that a shelf layout is often quite important in terms of sales and promotions and pricing and all that stuff. And you could literally just take a picture and ask it to give you information and to help you with that shelf in terms of optimizing the shelf. So that's kind of all the new stuff that is ChatGPT has come out with, and I think this is just the beginning of stuff, because we've heard about ChatGPT or GPT-5 that is on its way and will probably be launched within the next few months. So we've got GPT-4 that does all of this stuff. GPT-5, they say, is going to be way ahead, and they, Sam Altman has actually said that GPT-4 was almost an embarrassment you know, in terms of how poor it is. Yet it's kind of, you know, blown all our minds, and we think that this is so amazing. So we can just imagine where GPT-5 is going to be, and then GPT-6 later on, and so forth. So yeah, if everybody could just kind of switch on their cameras and just give me some ideas of what your, you know, what you think about this functionality, and if you think it's something that's useful that you're going to try out. Musani, you're on mute.
Sorry for forgetting that. I'm saying I'm very amazed. I'm actually very shocked by the last part you just discussed, because that's a different ballgame. If people could do that, and what is five going to be doing?
Yeah.
You can start really people to, you can start getting interaction without actually getting involved with people. I'm just thinking, me working in a casino, we're dealing with hospitality and stuff like that. I'm getting a lot of ideas of how we can implement stuff like this and get data without ever going up with anybody.
That's right, eh? That's the, I think that's sort of, for me, also always the challenge is sort of just ideas of what can you do with this. So to come out with, okay, it can memorize some stuff, but what is the practical application of that? How do I use that? And that's where I think
now I think we have to find out that, okay, you know, this thing can do this. That means that we can do way more. And how can I actually put it into practical an environment like where I am? And I'm getting a lot of ideas. I'm going to get into starting to buy it as well, so I can hear what I can do more.
Yeah, absolutely. What business are you in, Visani?
In the casino industry.
Oh, yes, I remember. Yeah, you told us.
So we always looking at ways of everything, you know, collecting data without anything.
Yeah.
That's something I'm looking into currently. That can collect information data without somebody having to go involved with stuff. So I think there's a lot in the AI.
Absolutely. And I suppose you guys have to be on the lookout always for people trying to game the system, and people might use AI to try and beat the house.
These rape classes you're talking about, you mentioned now, I was thinking in my head, you know, you can bring the play around in poker, that kind of stuff. So we need to be proactive and put systems in place in surveillance so that stuff like that doesn't happen. So yeah, I've got to get on to think about.
Yeah. Did you say the glasses, the Ray-Ban glasses?
Ray-Ban glasses, you know, you can do stuff on poker with that. You can have 5 people playing with you or somewhere else, or even around the casino wearing glasses as well, and giving you all the cards.
Exactly.
So stuff that I'm proactively thinking. Me being an IT as a security guy, those are things I'm like, they can do that. And I'm so easy that the person can just walk in with their own glasses and there's nothing you can say. But we need to find ways to use AI to also promote the intent that proactively work.
That's right. Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting game you're in. Excuse the pun, but that's very cool. Are you from South Africa, Busani?
I'm from Swaziland. That's what means.
Oh, okay. So what made you go over there to do this business?
The IT I do. More.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, full time. So
all right. Kuda, any ideas from you how we can use this memory function?
Yeah, the gears have also been turning a bit this side. So obviously I'm in the healthcare industry or health tech. And so, you know, I'm always kind of like keeping an eye open for, you know, ways that we can improve care, especially remote care. I like a lot of these multimodal models that improve accessibility of remote care. So one of the things that these models are allowing, or these multimodal models are allowing, is for image scanning. So like the latest thing is taking pictures of certain lesions or moles and something like that, and the model can, you know, run through the database of millions of other medical scans and provide diagnoses that are more accurate than, you know, most doctors and stuff like that. So just ways that we can increase, you know, just primary care, so that, you know, by the time someone actually goes and sees an actual health professional, they've already got, you know, a healthy database of their own medical records or knowledge that they can use to kind of assist the medical practitioner in providing more accurate diagnoses. So yeah, just looking for ways that we can increase just number one, agency for patients and users, and increase, you know, medical education remotely, and ways that they can also, you know, assist medical practitioners in executing their work.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's at a different level, eh? That's sort of more machine learning than it is the generative AI, which these ChatGPT is, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. So obviously, like the training models for these machine learning platforms, it's requires a lot of hardware. So, you know, we kind of leverage a lot of these tools. So one of the tools that we're leveraging in terms of our LLM, our large language model, is a company called Chatbase. And what they allow you to do is train a specific chatbot for you based off of number one, material from your website, and then they also allow you to train it using your own PDF material, which allows you to use ebooks and PDFs, a whole bunch of other software, or I mean material that you have in your personal archives, you know. So if you have, you know, like these large medical textbooks, you can actually just feed them straight into these models without actually having to do all of the hardware or building up, you know, sort of, you know, hardware resources. So any tools that kind of assist us in integrating, and we're always kind of keeping our eyes out open for those.
Brilliant. Yeah. Great, man. Okay. Is there anybody else that has got some comments or questions or suggestions? No? All right. Well, that's it then from my side for today. Brenda, yes, you want to say something?
Yes, I'm just looking at these developments. I'm just wondering, in terms of confidentiality, how is information going to be managed?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that is a big question. A lot of people are probably going to be uncomfortable with, you know, telling the chatbot a lot of stuff about themselves. But in specific, and this the memory case, as well as ChatGPT or the GPTs, OpenAI has said that they will not use this information to train the bots, or they you know, they won't be storing this information, and that it won't be disclosed. So they give this sort of their assurance that that this about the privacy of this information. But I think it's up to us all in any case to be careful with that, with our information, because but you know, if you think about all the information that Google has about us, you know, it's kind of hard to keep this away from these companies. But yeah, so even though they give us the assurance, who knows what these big companies are capable of in future.
I'll say this on our side is that most of the data that runs through our chatbot is blind data. So it's that means it's not labeled. So you can't specifically pinpoint the individuals who have fed interactions, but it still does give you, you can actually source the specific chats and the interactions, but you can't specifically pinpoint individual.
Right.
So that's one thing, is that I'd say a lot of the data is blind, but it does leave some questions about privacy, definitely.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I'm thinking about Gemini, for instance, that's Google's chatbot. Within Gemini, it's integrated into your emails, your workspace, all the documents that you're storing in Google Docs, your maps, where you're traveling on Google Maps. You know, all of that, all the Google stuff that you think that you're using that's so useful, it's now connected and integrated with ChatGPT, with their chatbot. So it basically knows everything about you anyway. Scary stuff. All right. Okay, everybody. Thanks for joining today, and we'll see you all next week.
All right.
Thank you so much, Quentin.
Okay, bye-bye.
Really, really awesome. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.